What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adoptionism here, bringing you guys another return of Where's XUR, because, I've done this like a million times. Anyway, to stay on it, for those of you who don't know how to look for him, that he is on Nessus today in Watcher's Grave, and he is currently in, I don't know if there's a nickname, big old willow tree or just a giant tree, I suppose. Anyway, my Elgato crashed on this first recording, so you guys aren't going to see what I pulled from the faded engram, but I will show you after we go over what he's got. So, he has a weapon and 2 pieces of armor. Of course, each one is for each class. Now, the weapon being Skyburner's Oath, which is the exotic scout rifle that does increased damage to Cabal, and it penetrates through the phalanxes, the little pop-out shields that they do. Those walls, you shoot their toe when they die. So this thing shoots through that. But the cool part is that it has this effect called Slug Rifle, which lobs explosive rounds that get stronger and faster when aiming down sights. Now, my only comeback to that is that when I have fired it, that I feel like it shoots faster when you shoot it from the hip. And I think it shoots a lot slower when you shoot it aiming down sights. But that's just me. Maybe I just don't use it enough. But anyway, this thing is pretty darn strong. It's in the category of the 200 RPM scout rifles, which, that's on par with, Nameless Midnight's 180. I want to say Mida. I believe then Mida's 200, which is, that's actually really, really fast for a scout rifle. So that's really nice. Again, if you guys don't have it, get it for the collection. If you're thinking if you want a different exotic weapon, this is actually really nice, especially if we end up ever getting like solar burn or some kind of solar damage modifier at all in the Nightfall or anything like that. So the next one is the armor chest, or the Hunter armor chest armor, whatever. The Dragon Shadow, which the effect is Wraith Metal Mail, meaning that dodging reloads all weapons and increases both movement and weapon handling speeds for a brief time. Now, I had this like a long time ago when it first came out, and I'm pretty sure I scrapped it. I mean, I probably have one from the collection, but it's definitely more of a PvP thing. I don't see anybody bothering using this in PvE. It's kind of dumb and pointless considering all the other exotics that we have for PvE. But this meaning that when you double click your right stick to do your dodge, or I'm not too sure what it is on PC, but increasing the movement and weapon handling speeds for a brief time, that could be good if you're surrounded by people and you're like reloading and you're pretty much like strafe shooting and stuff. I can see where that can help you. But other than that, I think this is like one of the worst pieces of Hunter armor, in my opinion. Now, next we have the Titan chest armor, which is Hollow Fire Heart, which I still say is probably one of the most badass looking exotic armors in the game. This one has Sunfire Furnace, which greatly improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities while Hammer of Soul is charged. So if your super is fully charged, then your 2 abilities, like your grenade and your melee abilities, are going to increase or charge up a lot faster. And what's crazy is that this one that XUR is selling comes with the passive ability of solar melee abilities recharge faster, stacks up to 3 times. That's pretty awesome if you're trying to melee spam. Like this is more of a you can use this in PvP and PvE, but you just really wouldn't be able to mess with your super too much. Now, I would say, just because of how amazing in PvE that the Thermite Grenade is, and in some instances PvP, that maybe swapping this Solar Impact mod for like a Solar Grenade mod at all or anything like that, I think that would actually work out probably a lot better for this armor, because I feel like grenades tend to charge a lot faster regardless. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the Titan one. Now, for the Warlock one, I did not have this because, again, I kind of stopped playing Destiny right as the Warmind DLC came out. So I ended up buying this. I have it right in here. Like I said, Elgato crashed. Sucks, but whatever. Anyway, this one has the ability, the Sanguine Alchemy chest armors for Warlocks, by the way. It has the ability called Heightened Senses, meaning that standing in a rift grants you and your allies heightened senses, allowing you to retain your radar while aiming down sight. Additionally, nearby powerful enemies are visually marked and can be tracked without line of sight, meaning you can obviously see them through walls and rocks and stuff like that. Now, the cool thing is that noticing both of these effects reminds me of Foe Tracer, which is the second one because visually marked. That's the Foe Tracer helmet for hunters. And then it also has, if you're standing inside the rift, you get to retain your radar while aiming down sight. So that's just like the Knucklehead radar. So it's kind of funny to see hunter perks and hunter things, that we all got to enjoy and take advantage of, that warlocks are getting something that can be really good for support, like really, really good team support. Powerful enemies visually marked. I have not seen any video. I haven't really looked up any Destiny videos in a while, but I feel like if you're doing trials or anything like that this might actually be really good for PvE if it works. I'm not too sure if it'll trace PvP enemies through walls and stuff, but regardless, looks like a badass piece of armor, and I can't wait to put it on my Warlock just to see how it looks. Now, to talk about which ones I think you should get, because I've already had all three of these. I didn't bother, obviously, getting any of these, but I did get this one because I didn't have it. Now, if you're like penny pinching on legendary shards, which you definitely shouldn't be. I'm at 814. I've seen people with a lot more than that. Then I would still say get the Skyburner's Oath because it is really good. And currently there's a lot of Cabal, I wouldn't say activities, but you interact with Cabal like a lot. And honestly, the Phalanx shields get really annoying. Actually, also I just thought of a really cool tip for people that are doing the Solstice of Heroes event. Since you're replaying a lot of old missions with yellow bar Cabal, this scout rifle helps a ton. But yeah, my opinion, Skyburner's Oath and an armor that you don't have. But if you had to pick, like I'm a hunter, no, don't get this. Unless you're going to fuse it into something, don't get this armor to wear as an exotic. I think it sucks. This one, pretty darn cool. I like it. And then this one I didn't have, so I'm getting it anyway. Now, for my Fated Engram that I said I was going to talk about, I actually pulled the Telesto, which is awesome because in Destiny 1, the Telesto was probably one of the most overpowered exotics. Well, I wouldn't say overpowered exotics, just one of the strongest exotics in the game. The fusion projectiles attach and detonate before delayed blast, but it also has the effect of multi-kills with this weapon. Immediately reload your equipped kinetic and energy weapons from the reserves. That's kind of cool. But the damage on the Telesto, anytime that there's ever a void boost at all, just don't worry about any of these other weapons. Just put the Telesto on. That thing is disgusting. And yeah, that's kind of been my little video. I'm glad if whoever stayed around and watched this, and I really hope that my insight and information on what I think of these exotics help you guys decide. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.